Alright, welcome back. So, in the last episode, we had to take these yak cows, and we gotta put them back in their pen, which is super easy. We just gotta punch them. Oh. And we just gotta punch these. So, when I was a kid, I assumed that the yak cows were being eaten by the lurkers, and I was scared of taking them. Like, I was scared that they would show up, so I tried to do this as fast as I could, because he said during the night is when they come, and I just assumed that, like, this game had a day and night system. Because I used to play Pokemon, and Pokemon had a day and night system. And so, I try to do this as fast as I can. And I learned now that, like, nah, it doesn't matter. And I was scared that they came from the water. Like, I just assumed, oh, lurkers must come from the water and eat you. Because I was a kid, man. I don't know, I was like 6 when I started. Oh, there's one. I was like 6 years old. I always like hearing what he says, too, during his little sleepless nights. And there he goes. Oh, there he goes.
That lazy farmer owes us a power cell. Let's go talk to him.
Another thing you can do is, like, just be over here while he's walking. So you can just have it ready.
You actually got those flea bags back into the pen. Now I can sleep in peace. Take this power cell for your trouble.
I always wanted to know where they hid those, because they like, I know they're balls, but do they just activate once they're out? Something like that. I always want to know. And here we go. Oh yeah, but you can hear in the music. Here, I'll try to be next to him. You can hear in the music that the farmer, yeah, see? So it's more like jovial, it's more like farmland. Everyone has one. Every villager has their own separate song. So we're just gonna get more power. Precursor orbs over here, or as I like to call them, eggs. Because when I was a kid, they looked like eggs, and I'm like, yeah, those are eggs. But no, they're precursor orbs. Oh, and one of the things I loved noticing is when you collect the egg, like, I noticed this while I was editing this video for when I was editing one of the videos, I noticed that, like, for a frame, they turn into a different color and then they, like, just jump up there. So you can see them actually travel to the counter. And I always find that funny. So we're just gonna make this jump over here. You can actually skip this jump by just jumping over there. And there's our 7th, actually. Our 7th fly. Which means power cell. And bang. That is another one. Another one. Another one. That's a key to success, guys, is another one. And here's our first oracle.
This must be a precursor.
Who awakens the oracle?
Oh man, his voice. I love his voice.
One of you has the light within. From before time, I have watched and waited for the true hero to return. Present to me 120 precursor orbs for each power cell I contain.
Yeah, he's one of the greedier ones, where he cost 120. But we have enough of that. Oh, fell in the water. Good thing it's not deep water. In deep water, the lurker sharks show up, and it's a mechanic they use, like an enemy that will just, if you're in the water, he'll just come and eat you. And he scared me when I was a kid. Like, I was not a fan of going to the water because of it. So here we see the music hasn't changed yet. So we're not in the, well, actually we are. So once you see the title card, that's when you know you're in the new level. I always went by the music, but it's by the title card. So we're in the Forbidden Jungle now. And this area freaked me out as a kid, because I'll explain a little bit when we get there. So we're just picking up orbs. As you can see, we already have 184. Oh. Alright. This is one of the reasons. This snake freaked me out. These things freaked me out. That frog with spikes freaked me out. Another snake. This whole area just scared me. And then, oh, there's another snake. And then there's piranhas on the floor. Just the area in general just gave me the willies. Because I was like 6, and I would usually play this game during the night after school. And I don't know. I think it's also the music, because the music's a lot darker. it's just one of those things where it's like the imagery is what scares me. So, oh, frick. Alright, so that's our first death.
Well, better you
Than me? So yeah, at least we're treated to Daxter's quotes, which are always fun. And you still keep all the stuff, so it doesn't matter. But yeah, it's my first death. I usually don't die during these things. Well, I die like for random stuff, but usually not actual enemies. And there he is, the fisherman, who will give us his boat.
What do you have in the basket?
Nothing to talk about. Them monsters patrolling the ocean.
As you can hear his music in the back.
Another
He has his own theme.
No matter what I try, I can't seem to catch a single fish in this river.
Woof!
Maybe
It's
it's
breath.
your breath.
You think you can do better? Try scooping up river fish with a tiny net. I'll give you a power cell if you can catch 200 pounds of them critters. And then I'll let you and Shrimp here use my speedboat to get to Misty
Yeah,
Island.
so we need that boat.
You want to try the challenge?
And yes, we do.
There are two types of good fish to catch. 1 pound fishies and 5 pound fishies. If you miss 20 pounds of good fish, then I'm gonna take me net back from
Don't
you.
worry, we're not gonna miss any.
There are poisonous eels in this river. Catch even one of them boogers, and you'll poison the whole darn catch.
Alright, so there we go. This minigame is actually kind of hard. So I'm gonna try to do it as best I can, but with also giving good commentary.
Here comes a big one.
So they follow like a pattern, and that's why it's not that hard, but those things show up. And that's when it starts to get real, because once you get one, the game's done. And as a kid, I can never actually do this well. It took me a long time to master it. But now that I'm an adult, it's not that hard. It's one of the mini games I'm actually a fan of. I wish they had more of this, because it's one of those like Jak and Daxter mini games have always been really fun for me. I just wish there was more of it. Like, I know this one is the only kind in this game, but in Jak 2 there was more. Oh, we missed 4 right there. So it's starting to get really fast. It's also because my joystick, I'm using a third-party controller, because a lot of my first-party controllers are broken, or the batteries are messed up. So here we have a wave where we just dodge. It's not that hard. Oh. And there it is. Oh, almost right there. Here it's starting to get a lot faster, and they're starting to throw out eels. But as long as you keep looking, you'll be fine. Almost there, guys. I still got 15, and there we go.
You did it! You caught 200 pounds of fish. Not bad for a couple of landlubbers. Here's the power cell I promised. And you can use my boat at the village dock whenever you like.
Alright, that was one of the more satisfying cells. And now that we've done that, we can go back to Misty Island. And I've also done something which I like to call the clown laugh. Because now he will laugh hysterically and never not do that. So you can't talk to him ever again, and he will just laugh. So it's still in this game that he'll just laugh. So like, you'll pass through here, and I'll still hear him. There he is. So I did not know where that laugh came from when I was a kid for the longest time, and it scared me. It's just one of those laughs that just sounds evil. And I know it's not, but it just sounds like, I know the person who's laughing isn't, but it's just one of those laughs. And it's just because of this whole level being just a spooky level for me. It made it even more so. And so here we are just collecting the last pieces. Now we have 200. As you can see, these are not hard to get. There's so many. I think there's 2,000 in the game. There's 2,000 orbs. And only a couple of them ask for orbs, and so, as you can see, I missed 3, but we'll get those later. And these don't die; they just come back. Once that's done, they'll respawn and they'll come back. So down there we got 5 more. Over there we got a bunch more. But right now, what we're trying to do is we're trying to get to the boss of this game. There's a couple of bosses spread out throughout the game. The first one we find is in here. And the only way we can get to him is through this silo. You can actually jump. You don't need to do this, but you can actually jump through this. I forgot. There's a way to jump it from over there. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna go fight the boss. And so, as you can see, they told us how to use those, so we're fine. We're like, hey, let's do them. And once you start it up, they're activated. You don't need to get more blue, and there's more silos up here anyway. And this is the first time we get to find these. Yeah, those are really fun. And more blue. And here we go. Oh, I don't need that one. There's one over here. Yeah, but I missed that one too. So. You're gonna have to come back for this one. So we just have to wait for these. They make a little clanky noise once they touch. And we're oh no! Alright, so tip, if that ever happens to you, just spin attack and you won't get hurt. But you lose a lot of time like that, like me right there. And I've lost a lot of time now, so we're gonna have to redo that again and get up there. So I'll just end the episode a little bit later because I messed up, but that's fine. We can go back up, and now we know where to go. So now you know where to go. And there it is again. I also don't understand why they give you one here, but there's a silo right there. Wow, that's one of the faster ones. So yeah, we just all right. And we don't move faster during this, it's the same speed, which sucks. So here it is again, and I'm not gonna mess up this time. What I was trying to do is I was trying to long jump up there, but I messed up. And so now we have 15. We're 3/4 of the way there, and I'm just gonna take a moment to just look at this PS2 era landscape. Beautiful. It actually is kind of nice. Not to knock down its textures or whatever. It's a beautiful landscape. When I was a kid, it was beautiful then, and it is beautiful now. And over there, we can see one of the levels, which I'm not going to spoil because it's way down the line. But on the next level, we are going to fight the boss. And so until next time, I'll see you when I see you. Bye bye.